Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah!
Brought to you by Capcom.
Woohoo!
And it's time for us to continue the investigation of Farewell My Turnabout right now. Wow, that's a lot of bears.
This is going to be a very exciting episode, K-Wing.
Bear with us, folks, in the chat.
I can barely contain myself.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it, Mr. Nick? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mr. Baya.
Edgeworth? That's a new one.
That's how she originally pronounced his name.
Oh, these things take time. I'd probably say that, but shouldn't. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay anyway.
You're right, Mr. Nick.
She doesn't seem too thrilled about that. The real killer. So the real person who killed Mr. Kurita was...
The assassin, Mr. Shelley, the killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the scene of the crime seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with, and who is his client?
You mean who asked for the murder to happen?
That person didn't want dirty their own hands and blood, but whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Interesting.
Who could have hired the assassin, Mr. Nick? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Mad on guard himself, huh?
If Mr. Engarde really did hire the assassin,
Then he's not the innocent person we think he is. He's far from it. He would be guilty of the crime, Pearls.
but it can't be Mr. Engarde, right? I mean, when we first talked with him.
Mr. Engarde, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Kurita? Alright. Just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Kurita, okay? And the Magnetama didn't react. I didn't see any psyche links at all that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Oh, did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. Something interesting.
So what is the interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls?
No.
Juan bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure a match was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful
His hand is secret, or... Yeah.
that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Ooh.
Mr. Engarde, secret? What is his secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Kurita was going to reveal his secret. That means... Mr. Engarde had plenty of motive to have Mr. Kurita silenced.
Yeah, what is his secret? I want to know Mr. Engarde's secret.
Which means we have to meet with Mr. Engarde. There's no way around it. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, what if his secret... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud. What if Mr. Engarde's secret was he had that one lady killed?
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Like he killed her for choosing Kurita over him, or something?
Maybe, I don't know.
All this over a woman? That'd be so cliche. Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. there's still the matter of the secret Mr. Kurita held about Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center, Mr. Nick?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't we worry. Probably.
But I am worried.
Yeah, I know she... What? Now who are we gonna run into?
March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel.
Have fun!
Heh! I don't know.
Hey, wait!
What is it, you whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is even happening. Let's know. I was handed this strange device for those who knows no reason, and I was told to use it and search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo. So,
Edgeworth?
and he said...
If you feel angry, direct your anger at the unsophisticated lawyer. Ha ha ha
So, so I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you.
Oh, gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
I know, right?
Bug sweeper.
This is absolutely top secret, so you better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those presents there.
Very interesting. I wonder how they figured that out.
I know. Well, I have all the information. You don't know anything. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What is that?
It means, well, you know that gossip is going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews. But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita.
I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of such people, spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're exactly thinking, but I can bet it's nothing good.
But I didn't say anything. Get out of my mind!
So, you want to know more about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
The manager? What are they talking about, Mr. Nick?
You don't know, little one? That manager woman, Juan had? Oh, it's a shame she did herself in, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste, Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita?
Really? You young kids don't know anything today, do ya? That girl Celeste did herself in 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after their announcement? What in the...
Whoa!
Why? When Miss Impacts went in to her something, she was gonna get married!
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
But they were gonna get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was the weekly in all the weekly magazines.
But why? Why would he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
Wow.
What a jerk.
I see.
That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste did herself in.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Nothing good, obviously.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh Oh my gosh, that's horrible! I feel like this is becoming very dark.
Oh my gosh.
This is the darkest. I feel like this is more dark than any other case we've done.
I don't know. There was some pretty dark ones. That night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating for now. It looks like things are here in the lobby have finally calmed down.
Why would he call off the marriage 3 days after announcing it?
I have no idea. Something fishy.
I wonder if he regrets that now, or maybe he never loved her at all. I don't know.
I really believe that she was... There was something between those two. Between Celeste, Kurita, and Matt. I think she was Matt's ex. And he was only going to marry her out of spite.
Huh?
That's what I feel.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engarde's lawyer, right? Yes, another chief? Well, we finally found just the person you've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Engarde case? We're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it over to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick!
I can never remember what the chief sounds like.
I don't know.
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here.
We're gonna say it's a new chief every time.
Oh, yes. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
What?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much, it must be Christmas.
This is such great news, Mr. Nick!
Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag.
Yep.
Does that mean we can go to the detention center now? Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that happened.
Well, pretty good thing, because we only have one more day.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now, so that means that both Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews are in the same detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
I don't know.
Let's go to Miss Andrews first.
Yeah, that's fine. I think she's gonna hate us, though.
Oh, she's still reading her book.
Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Kurita and Matt had.
Huh?
I'd like to ask you about Matt Engarde if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean.
Huh? You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards him. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
Celeste, then. About Celeste.
I had finally put her passing behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I'm very sorry about that, but...
Yes, I was shocked by her ending of her life, and it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him.
Oof.
I wanted to get our suicide note back, and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
Suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Matt?
That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't that the duty of every good citizen? To inform the police?
police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Oh, I sense some resentment there.
Miss Andrews?
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason, so please, tell me, why did you...
Revenge.
Oh, did you say something just now?
Oh, no.
Well, she has a point. The police didn't find out Celeste's death.
That's true. So we've got Psyche Lux, huh? Great.
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say the revenge.
Whoa.
Alright. So we're not going to get anything out of her right now. So let's, I don't know, move around, I guess.
You don't want to talk to Matt?
It only gave us options to talk to her first. I think we have to leave and come back.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh,
Mr. Powers!
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow. What?
What?
And now I'm gonna testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers. I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. And when all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
What?
Oh. They said my face and the whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
That always happens to him.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Not per se.
No, but why don't you get rid of the bib? That looks weird.
Yeah.
So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you gonna talk about? I really don't know yet. Huh, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? The detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer.
What do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it, pal.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in the whole wide world, but it's alright.
Nah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You don't have a lot of friends, Nick.
Nope. Matt. This is gonna do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. Huh. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women.
Whoa!
Would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. They always say it's just a game, just to justify himself. Sounds like a creep.
Whoa!
How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, you said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Alright, gossip time. He loves gossip, that's why.
Oh, that's why.
You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world of this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? Nope, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see? But it's okay. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen.
Okay.
Well, that's true, I guess.
I don't even.
Oh, hey! So did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide?
What about it?
You mean Miss Impax?
We heard something about how our wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious end. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Is he giving us hints? Mr. Power is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity.
Wait, we're allowed to ask him more stuff?
He's our friend. We saved his life, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, so, you heard this, right? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it.
Wow.
You heard about that in court today? Yeah, we heard about that. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note.
You think?
Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Kurita.
Why do you figure so?
Because he hid it.
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. Truly insidious man? Does she mean Mr. Kurita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be the reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews are both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything.
Maybe she accidentally let her guard down with the other guy when she was engaged.
With Matt, you mean?
Matt, and then she found out Matt was insidious, and then maybe that's why Juan hid the note, because he didn't want anyone to know that his fiancée did that.
Now, whose story do I want to hear?
I don't know.
Let's go with...
I don't know, Matt seems like he's not a good guy. I don't feel like he's good. I don't know.
Maybe Miss Andrews will say more. No, she doesn't want to talk more. I don't know how we get her... Alright, let's go back. Let's go to our office.
Okay, and then we'll go back to the detention center, I guess, or something.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Planty!
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Well, he's out there with the camera asking around at all the electronics stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
Aw, that's so cute.
Oh,
It looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe was doing for us.
Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, what is it, little one?
Where is the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before.
I guess I have to give up making a salad then.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem.
What? You depressed Pearls!
I'm sorry!
Why didn't you buy any lettuce?
I don't...
Man!
I feel so
Phoenix.
bad. Okay.
She was so happy to make this salad. There's no lettuce in your entire, fridge. Man, I am disappointed.
Okay, you know what? I think we have to go talk to Matt, so let's try this. This is gonna be interesting. Now, whose story do we want to hear? Matt!
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta get into character. Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I think that was it.
Yeah.
I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too.
I hope so too, Matt. Killer! No.
Edwards just dropped a bombshell on me by saying... that Juan Kurita was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engarde.
Whoa.
What's wrong, dude? Mr. Engarde, there is something I must know with 100% certainty. Huh? You seem different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer self, dude. Let's talk to him on all
This is
talk.
gonna be difficult.
About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as me in the Nickel Samurai costume? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Whoa.
Could you please fill me in on what the secret is, please?
Whoa, he doesn't want to.
Oh my goodness. It's got 5 locks?
5 locks!
I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Psyche locks. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what that is. Sorry, dude. Juan
Wow.
and Adrian. Did you know about Mr. Krita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. Huh, but I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kurita. Her mentor was Mr. Kurita's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Oh, not this
Wait,
again.
now he's distracted.
Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat.
Wait, are we allowed to have some of the pizza that's brought to the jail?
Mr. Nick, what is it? Pizza? Is it like a pea, like green peas?
It's go eat. We'll eat one later, okay, Pearls?
Okay.
I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay?
But we're the lawyers, we have to talk about this.
Mr. Engarde, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way?
Yeah, why does he want to get his mind off of it unless he knows something about it?
So he totally brushed us off.
Wait, how do we unlock his secret?
I
Don't
have
we have
no
any
idea.
information to unlock it? I don't know what to do.
Oh!
Steel Samurai! Maybe it's a...
Mr. Nick, your phone!
Oh, hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. Sounds like kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's not good. Yeah. Hello? He got cut off.
What's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to get back to our office right away.
We should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together.
Maybe it'll be a good news. Somehow, I doubt that. All right, let's go back to our office.
Okay.
Got a bad feeling about this. March 22nd.
I have a bad feeling that Planty's overwatered.
What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera. That's quick. And this bear, that's what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
Was it that was Mr. Edgeworth?
Shh, Pearls. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
What is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
Matt.
Huh?
Matt, your client. He's the one, pal.
Whoa.
And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. I was wrong. Oh, gosh. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this was Matt? I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is a credit card receipt for the purchase. It's, for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear.
That is one pricey bear.
A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, yep, I'm sure I sold the bear to Matt. I mean, the clerk even said Mr. Engarde's autograph out of it, pal, too. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Matt. Snap. My sight is failing me. This can't be happening.
Oh no.
We're doomed.
Credit card receipt added.
So, what about the spy camera we found? That's where the dead end, pal. I mean, you can, get this kind of thing from anywhere, more or less. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you, and, you can file them away as evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, stuffed bear, all returned to the court record. How are we carrying this all around? I know you don't want to give up, pal, but I never thought I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Kurita's room was Matt Engarde.
Why? Why would Mr. Engarde do something like this?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita in one of their, rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you gonna go see him? Matt, I mean? Yeah, you bet I am.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick.
Oh boy.
I wonder what we'll find out next. Poor Maya.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt Engarde, what in the world have you done?
Whoa.
Alright, so that's everything he has to offer. Well, let's go back to the detention center.
I don't want to go back here.
You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Huh? Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Okay.
Alright, we really want to know. Matt. Or is that your real name? Okay.
Here we go.
Dun dun dun. 5 psyche locks.
Matt's secret.
Man.
Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night.
Because of the video camera!
That's right, the spy camera. Oh, that's a transmitter.
There we go.
Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Kurita's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
In the bear.
In the bear. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. Huh. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. Huh? Haha, you sure, dude? Who else would it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Kurita was...
Receipt!
No.
Oh,
Let's try his profile first.
okay.
Mr. Engarde, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Nice to meet you, Bear. Ah, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend?
I can barely take this.
What else did the bear tell you then? He says that you're the one who put the camera in his eye, Mr. Engarde. If I didn't know you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's the proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Now it would be the receipt.
Receipt!
Boom!
Yeah!
I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Engarde. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A
No.
$3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles.
What?
Ugh, elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Oh. Dude, you should have said that earlier.
Why
Huh.
didn't you tell the truth earlier?
So can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you're my lawyer, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay?
Wow.
No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. Huh. And what your secret is, of course. It would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna find out what I want to know because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Corita's room and filmed it in secret is
Oh my gosh, because of Miss
Andrews.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Andrews? There is a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having secret meetings. Huh. You were keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita. You were going to reveal this as a fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Huh? Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Kurita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Kurita's room was... was placed next to the victim at the time of the murder.
I don't know, Juan? I don't know.
We've done the transmitter, we've done this. The only other thing that we've gotten recently was this card from Miss Andrews. Let's try it.
Okay.
If we're off, we're gonna lose that many points, though.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly DeKiller, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly DeKiller? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden?
Whoa.
This is it. It's finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt, I know you know Mr. DeKiller. It's because you're his client.
What?
That's my guess. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly DeKiller to assassinate Mr. Juan Kurita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt.
Whoa.
And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude.
Whoa.
What? I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. Engarde, you really did hire?
Oh my god.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Uh-huh. Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude.
Huh?
I have no idea
Meet
what's...
him now?
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I am Matt Engarde.
Ah! What the? What is going on?
What the?
Okay, that really freaked me out. I'm not gonna sleep at night now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You're Shelly the Killer's client? Oh, you didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But I'll take care. But all I care about is that one is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying. What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk a bit more adult things.
Why? Why did you hide the video camera?
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding their sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why.
Yes, that's where the video comes in.
He was gonna blackmail his assassin.
It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough an answer for you, little girl?
Why would you kill Mr. Carino?
The guard is right there.
I know.
Because he was about to sling so much dung into my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Carino had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have...
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of a situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it kept creeping up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
That's all Mr. Carino ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them.
Whoa.
Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. And oh, how can I forget?
Celeste.
Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh, I was wrong.
Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could you have been so deceived? How could I have been so... dang it. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Carita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did it, the killing, was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Carita. How dare you to say, I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, too bad. You can't, you're my lawyer after all, aren't you?
That's not why we can't say it.
You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya!
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do?
Oh my gosh. And now you finally found it. I don't know, I'm guessing it was Mia.
Nope.
Oh.
The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horde atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
Wow, Edgeworth has a heart.
Yeah, he does have a heart. Well, Wright, what are you going to do if you plan on changing your strategy at all?
No! We can't do that!
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the office. I felt that I couldn't stand in court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Okay. Alright, so anyway, guys, startling revelations today about who Matt really is. Pretty much a dude with a split personality, or I have no idea. But thanks so much for taking the time to watch. I'm blown away,
He's
but
a showbiz guy.
yeah, totally. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you with more Ace Attorney at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Remember, Sword Art Online is today at 6. So we'll see you in that later on. God bless and happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching.
See ya! Have a great day, guys!